The first race in Europe then for the 2030 52 Super Series, and it's Azzurra, the defending champions, who scored first blood. Fairly comfortable win to Guillermo Parada, Vasco Voscotto and the team on Azzurra. They led off the pin end of the start line. They used the left side on the first beat, got round the first windward mark with a comfortable lead, and now pretty much extended from there. Behind it was Ran Racing, the world champions, who got second. They were steady all the way around the course, and Quantum Racing took third. They started not as well. They were on the right side in the first upwind and really struggled early on, and it was really only in that final run they picked a nice shift and got some extra wind pressure and came through and just stole third close to the finish line. So Quantum Racing putting a counter on the board from a relatively difficult start for them. But a great race to start the season here in Europe, with about between 10 and 13 knots of breeze, sea breeze direction. It's a venue that the tacticians all know reasonably well, but it's very, very challenging. Meantime, the likes of Preveza, the Turkish boat that just joined us this season for the full season in Europe, had a good race. Early on they were right up in the mix, so too Interlodgen was very much in the mix as well in the early part of the race, just lost out towards the end, but very, very close racing in the group here in Barcelona. A great way to start the season. Race 2 then of the Conde de Godo trophy in Barcelona. It's Quantum Racing who took the upper hand early in the race and went on to win quite comfortably in race 2. So that leaves the top two boats, Azzurra and Quantum Racing, tied and with a first and a third apiece. Azzurra were not quite as good off the start line that time, but they managed to rescue third on the final run, just with a nice little battle against Ran Racing. Azzurra came out with their third. So very even between the top two boats, but fantastic racing as we go into race 3. So win then in race 3 for the Azzurra team at the Conde de Godo trophy, the first day of the season in Europe for the 52 Super Series, leaves the Italian team with a slender 1-point lead ahead of Quantum Racing. Azzurra came off the pin end of the line in race 3, the same as he did in the first race. They led all the way around the course. Quantum were fourth at the top mark, came down, gained 2 places down the first run, and that was pretty much the order across the finish line. So Quantum lying second, poised only a point behind Azzurra after the first day here in Barcelona.